Skyrim's world is big. Well, not as big as some newer open world RPG games, but hey, it's still counted to be a whopping 15 square miles or 39 kilometers. As the map is packed with things to discover, dungeons to dwell, and enemies to fight, this 15 square mile area is utilized well and it has been so much fun to explore. But pretty much everything has been discovered by now and no site is new anymore. That's natural for an old game like Skyrim, and that's why we're here today. Let's make Skyrim bigger, of course, with a new mod I've been eyeing for some time. To make the playable area grow in size, we're looking at a mod called Fat Skyrim, a Worldspace expansion. This mod expands the world beyond the borders of Skyrim, allowing you to venture into the previously unaccessed areas of Morrowind and Hammerfell. These places are filled with enemies to battle, dungeons and towns to explore, and loot to be found. Before we explore a bit more, I'll remind you that this mod is work in progress and actually quite in the beginning of the development journey. Also, the scope of this mod is not to create the whole of these neighboring provinces, just the closest areas to add a little bit more to explore in the game. When we travel through the border gate of Falkreath and Hammerfell, we'll not quite reach the town of Elinir, but instead there is this abandoned village of Sulmad. It seems like the town is completely ransacked and the townspeople have evacuated, and there's just a lone troll on the loose, scavenging whatever's left of the supplies. The centerpiece of the town of Sulmad is this Temple of Mara, but it has also been closed, and there is a note explaining the ongoing situation in the area. It says that there is an evil spirit living in the woods, but after adventuring here, I know that a malicious spirit is not the only dangerous thing you can find from this area. Well, in truth, not only is this place treacherous and abandoned, with deep, hidden dungeons filled with Draugr and all kinds of nasty creatures, but it's also breathtakingly beautiful with these big trees surrounding this magical blue lake. This broken, abandoned lakeside home makes me feel all nostalgic and sad for a place I've never lived in, and these woods and places of worship just contrast this uneasy feeling of eeriness of the area. You can also find deserted camps that signify the people who have evacuated, or just other adventurers who have been exploring this valley. It's nice to see some signs of life that have been present here. And just when I thought I'd explored every corner of this eastern Hammerfell area, I happened to stumble upon this ancient Dwarven fortress that just blew my mind. Not my intention to spoil the experience too much, but just take a look at this Dwarven railway. I have never been so impressed with a Dwarven dungeon. This is just such an epic place and so much fun to explore, aside all these vicious automatons. On top of all this, you can find these mythical runes in different places in the area, and I just don't know what to make of them. Now, let's leave Hammerfell and instead venture into the mainland Morrowind in the east. The beautiful autumn forest of the Rifthold is present here in this part of the province as well, but you can also spot these quintessential large mushrooms around the area. Overlooking the valley, there is a fort occupied by Imperial soldiers, where you can also take use of their workbench and cooking pot. Behind the fort, there is a shrine and a priest of Akatosh, also seemingly protected by the Empire. When we start to walk down the road deeper into Morrowind, you might get attacked by these horrifying poisonous spiders, and yes, they really caught me off guard here. Don't let your guard down like I did. The river flows through the forest, framed by the mushrooms and old ruins, looking beautiful as ever. There is also this old, ruined building that is infested with some malicious spirits. Up in the mountains, you can find a freezing valley, Secunda's Cleansing, that is a beautiful place with a pond and a small farmhouse with 2 farmers living there. That's certainly a dream, to enjoy this place all on your own. Or maybe with this troll too, but hey, can't we coexist in peace? We'll stay in Morrowind, but head out north next, so grab your warm coat and mittens. Now, here, from the border, we can see the mighty red mountain volcano that is looking amazing and mighty as ever, but when we start our journey deeper into the region, it all seems very empty and deserted. In this location of Yoke of Conundrum Bridge, there are some aggressive reavers occupying this structure, which you need to defeat before continuing your travels. After that, there is an Imperial camp, looking a bit shabby, maybe they have just arrived here. Arguably, the main travel destination in this area is the town of Mandul. Even though everything is boarded up, it is such a beautiful place. This hot spring is especially worth checking out, as you can sit here and just relax for a little bit. I also love this particular eye-catching building that has this tower. I'm really looking forward to further development of this mod and being able to visit these houses. Anyway, on the edge of the town there is a shrine of Azura, but it's also a great lookout to the college and the statue of Azura. By the coastline, there is a small fisherwoman shack and also some tents, and oh boy, is it nice to actually see other friendly people in this place. This northern Morrowind region is the newest area and also the most work in progress out of this mod right now, but it's shaping up to be a beautiful place. In the future, the mod creator is planning on fleshing out these regions and adding NPCs, a questline, and new items, making these places feel seamless and fun to explore when you're bored with the politics of Skyrim. At the time of making this video, the mod is at version 0.8 and the full complete release will be at version 4.0, so yes, it's definitely still in the very beginning of the mod development, but I just felt like I need to show you guys this, as I'm really into these ambitious New Lands mods. If the mod sees these significant updates in the future, I'll definitely make a new, more detailed showcase video about it. In the meantime, there are some other mods that do kind of the same thing, so let me know in the comments if you'd want to see more videos about Worldspace expansion mods. This video was co-produced by Abelie, Kira, Ryan Ulrich, Sphinx, and The Panicked Monk, as well as my other Patreon supporters whom I appreciate so much. If you want to support the channel, check out patreon.com/bardscollegegraduate. Thank you so much for watching the video. Take care and see ya!